Guten Tag, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Es freut mich sehr, Sie hier begrüßen zu dürfen. Ich präsentiere 50 plus Döner.
Oh, we weren't meant to hear. There we go.
That's
I'm all over the place today. Hello, welcome to 50 Plus Stoner. We're gonna get started because we've got a lot to do, and we've got something unhinged to announce at 7. I've been working. I've been video editing.
it is actually one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
I'm gonna. Who remembers the band Two? Oh my God, what was that? Anyway, who remembers the band Two Door Cinema Club?
I certainly
I
don't.
know I do.
Oh, you know what? I may.
I don't think you were alive when they were.
I don't think I was alive. I think I've just heard the name before.
Gotcha. They were making music in like 2011, so. They made it. Oh, I'm not. I have to wear it. But the singer signed this wherever the fuck he signed it at. Anyway, ageism in the first minute. That's right. We are 50
Nah.
plus ageism now.
I was 4 in 2011 by your math, so.
Shut up, Beeflin. All right. Aces in 4. Don't bring that bullshit into my stream, bro. Anyway, thank you for coming by, Treb. I hope you are doing well. Today has some pretty bad vibes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does not seem like in general people are in a good mood, understandably. So hopefully we'll put you and help you
Yes,
feel
sir.
a little better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, I wonder what team this person likes. Elversberg Fanatic. Thank you for joining.
Welcome in.
What place are they in right now, actually? We could do a Fight to Bundesliga table update right now. Second? Damn!
Second.
Okay. I did not expect them to bounce back after losing so many people last season. This is an insane table, actually. I was not expecting Darmstadt to be up here. I think everybody was thinking Hanover, but Schalke?
I'll tell you who I wasn't thinking would be up there. FC Schalke 04.
I was not thinking that. And I was not thinking Nuremberg would be all the way down there. Holy shit. We are small but mighty. Quite literally. Anyway. Not to anyway in a rude way. But we've got a interesting... Oh, wait, where can I put this? Do you have the live ranking thing?
Oh, yes, I.
We figured out how to do a live event for this so that when we're voting on stuff, you can literally vote on it yourself instead of blowing up chat, which we want you to blow up chat too. But now you don't have to feel obligated to do that. You can do it inside of the comfort of your own home. Speaking of comfort at home, that's not a good transition because Hanover, I think, had been kind of boo-boo at home. But our Microsoft Paint rankings... Friday, tomorrow, we are theoretically doing a watch-along. Right?
Yeah. Theoretically. Allegedly.
Allegedly doing a watch-along for Hoffenheim and Köln. I gotta tell you one thing. Even though this does not look very good... There has yet to be a game that Köln has played where I'm like, they played badly. Or, jointly, a game where I'm like, they should be in the relegation zone. If you look at the Leipzig match, the first half got out of control, but they controlled the second half. They just couldn't score. And then the world's stupidest penalty. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, Marvin Schwebe gave up such a dumb penalty. They should have gotten a point out of this. But they've yet to play a game that I'm like, these guys are not very good, or like they're not going to be mid-table. How about you, Beeflum?
I am inclined to agree. Like, none of these are, I would say, a bad performance, considering that they just came back up. The only two teams that they've really lost to are teams that are in like fighting for top 4. So particularly, I know Freiburg started that the season in disarray, but that 4-1 is still a really good look for them, especially with how Freiburg's coming back to play right now. That Wolfsburg 3-3 is a good look for them, especially with how they fought. This is far from a relegation fighting side, as some people probably were expecting.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, being recently promoted, you're always behind the 8 ball, even if you are a team like Cologne. I mean, look at Hamburg. Like, I think Hamburg is a prime example of that. But how's Hoffenheim doing? I've not really kept up with Hoffenheim like I should. Oh, they're in a similar situation. They're almost in a similar situation, but like, you're seeing that, like, the Freiburg result that Cologne got is one of those that you're going to be looking at, like, the end of the season being like, oh, that's huge. Well, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they even got an impressive win over Leverkusen, even though they were disaster cruising at that point. But other than that, this is their first kind of, like... No, Union's kind of up in the air. This will be their first kind of team that's, like, I feel like that was, like, on their level. Like, this, I feel like this will be a matchup of two mid-table teams playing each other. So we'll see how that goes. But they're playing at home. I think this part of it is starting to take shape of, like, home and away now. We're still very early in the season, but I think home and away patterns are starting to come up. They have not won at home. Okay. And it was Cologne done.
1-1-1.
The Thanos line. All right. Almost exactly, because they almost have a goal to make that 6-6. But, what are we thinking for this one? You go first.
That home record is kind of damning for Hoffenheim. I cannot lie. That makes me very tempted to choose Cologne in this game. It's screaming draw for me. Because we are men of commitment, I will go 50+ donor scoreline 2-1 to Cologne.
I will say the teams that they played at home were Frankfurt and Bayern, so not exactly.
That's important context.
I appreciate allegedly the compliment, but
that's important context.
Yeah.
I still think it screams draw, but I would lean Cologne probably.
I do have to 50+ donor agree with you, but wait, you said 2-1 Cologne?
I said 2-1 Cologne.
I do have to agree with you, but I think Cologne's defense is very, very good, minus set pieces. If you don't know, what is it? They've only given up 3 or 2 open play goals so far, and the rest have been set pieces. So if they can limit the set pieces, I think this will be a nice, boring 1-0 win for Cologne. But you never know with Hoffenheim. I feel like Hoffenheim's always a wild card team. All right. Saturday is kind of a banger, and it's going to make up for Sunday, because when I saw those Sunday games, I wanted to throw up. But we've got 2 banger matchups here. Purely, I think all of these teams... No, Frankfurt's not in top 6, are they? I don't know why I'm asking that when I can literally just check.
You can just look at it.
Yeah, the top 4 are playing each other.
Yeah.
What? That's an insane coincidence. But morning match is going to be Dortmund-Leipzig, and then the afternoon will be Frankfurt-Bayern. We'll go over Dortmund-Leipzig first. I gotta say, Beeflum, I'm a little impressed by Dortmund. Not gonna lie to you. What's going on? I thought they were gonna have way more issues.
So did I, but I think Kovac has them playing actual sound soccer right now, which is insane to say because you know, with how thin the defense was going into the season, they really didn't concede much outside of the Champions League and that one St. Pauli match.
Yeah, if we pull up their how they've been doing. No losses so far, so they are one of 3 teams in Germany still undefeated in the top 3 rankings. Bayern, Dortmund, and then, of course, Duisburg, as everyone expected. But they've looked really good. I mean, they like the St. Pauli match was rough, obviously, and then as you said, the Juventus match that was not the best thing to do. But as you can tell, they were both the first games in their season. You know what I mean, or in the league of which they were playing. So I think they're an interest. I'm very interested to see how this game in particular goes because Driftwood says time for Dortmund to put Red Bull back to earth, which is also interesting because Leipzig's flying a little high right now after their Bayern loss. They haven't lost the match, but they've also not played a Dortmund yet. Intriguing matchup, gotta say. Intriguing matchup. What are you feeling in the unbiased? Oh yeah. Oh, Kelsey saying Adeyemi has been on fire. Of
Adeyemi.
all the people I would have expected to be on fire at any point of the season, Adeyemi was not one of them. At least not to this level. He's been involved in a goal the last 5 matches. That's nuts. But how are you feeling when you look at RB Leipzig?
I feel like they, at least it seems like they started to right the ship. It feels like they haven't really, like outside of Köln and Wolfsburg, I would say they haven't really been, well, okay, so there's a difference between haven't really been challenged since Bayern, because if you look at their scores, they have been. They haven't really played a team that should have challenged them since Bayern.
Yeah.
And in their matches, it looks like they have been challenged. Now, granted, all but one of them have been a clean sheet for them, but they're still playing pretty close games. And with how potent Dortmund's attack has been to start the season, with Guirassy and Adeyemi both starting hot, I feel like it's going to be a tough match for Leipzig. I don't think it'll be similar to the Bayern match because Dortmund is coming off of this Champions League tie, so we'll see how they come out and play. But I mean, on the other side for Dortmund, it's also a big test because you're starting to get defenders back that they didn't really have. Sula started yesterday, yeah. And Schlotterbeck came off the bench for his first appearance since his ACL tear.
Thank God for that too.
Yeah. So it's gonna be getting them back up and used to match speed. This is also a big test for Dortmund's back line. For everybody coming back, are they going to be able to get up to speed in time?
Yeah, I mean the prospect of playing a team like Leipzig who doesn't have that Champions League match ever, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's funny that they didn't make Europe, but at the same time, that is very dangerous that this team can just have rest the entire season. So it's a rough game to come on back line. In fact, Dortmund kind of got a little bit of a rough patch here with having Leipzig international break and then Bayern. I think like you've seen Dortmund fans be a little hopeful, which is good, and I think that's valid. But I think you're gonna see like, is this a contender these next 2 weeks? So we'll see how this goes. But let's get a score prediction here. I'll go first since I
you can go first.
Another international break. That Club World Cup fucked up everything, bro. It really fucked up a lot. I am gonna put my faith in Dortmund. Ironically, you said this about this match. I'm gonna say 2-1. Like, I think Leipzig's just too good to not get a goal, and even with Schlotterbeck back, the back line just really is gonna have a big test because Leipzig is a very fast, controlling, countering team. It's hard to imagine that they're gonna not at least get 1 goal, but I do think Dortmund will win.
I am cautiously optimistic for this one for Dortmund as well, just because, like we've been saying, it's a short week for them. They just came off a game on Wednesday. Leipzig will be well rested. Leipzig will be challenging that back line. So it's going to be tough to keep up with them. But I do think that Dortmund has the capacity to go into a shootout with them and win it. So I'll say it's a high scoring 3-2 to Dortmund.
Damn. I mean, we gotta make up goals for that. What was it? Frankfurt Gladbach game. What the fuck was going on there? 10 goals scored in that one game. Fun fact: that one game had more than all the morning goal games that day combined. So by one goal, but still, that's nuts. And then we have theoretically what could be a good game, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with Frankfurt. I'm not really sure what's happening. They should have put this game away. There is no way this should have been decided by 2 goals. They pooped the bed in the Champions League match too. Literally reverse of what they did to Galatasaray. What the hell is going on with them right now?
I don't know.
What is this? They've given up 3, 6, 10, 15 goals in the last 4 games? Bro, what? I'm sorry, what? You can't be doing that.
Big yikes.
Like, how are they in top... Actually, how are they in top 4 right now? Well, I'll look that up. No. How are they in top 4? Oh, okay. So they're barely in top 4 right now. Bipolar FC.
This is the worst time to be conceding all these goals as well, because you're going up against FC Bayern München.
Like, I know everybody hates to talk about this, but this should be terrifying. They have played 9 matches and not lost a single one, nor looked like they were going to lose any of those. So, like, the Augsburg game, they kind of made it, but that was, like, towards the end. None of these Champions League games
They've all
were
been
close.
wins, too.
Like, the closest game was Wiesbaden. Like, come on now.
Like, Dortmund are undefeated in all competitions as well, but they have 2 draws. Bayern has 9 wins.
They have done nothing but win. In fact, I even wanted to pull up this horrifying statistic. In the 5 games that Harry Kane has played in the Bundesliga, he has 10 goals. The next highest has 5. What? Why is this happening? I don't know what to say. And it's so dumb because they're so mad they didn't get Nick Voltemade. If you didn't see the news the other day, Rummenigge crashed out. He was like, "Oh, Newcastle's so dumb for signing Nick Voltemade, who scored again today." Like, I'm very concerned because I thought maybe there's still time. Maybe the schedule needs to still hit Bayern a little bit, but I thought they would be a little bit slower going into this than they have been. They have to show cracks eventually, right?
It's not this game, I'll tell you what.
It's not this game at all.
Frankfurt is giving up too many goals right now for me to even consider an upset on this one.
Like, how many have they let in? 19 goals total. And in league play, what is that? Where's the table? In league play, they've let up 13?
13.
Bayern's only let in 3! Dude, I think we might, I think this is going to be a little bit of an easy choice maker. Although, you gotta shout out Chan Ozun. He's only 19, and he's getting his first big season. Bat Collectors FC is gonna sell him for a fuck ton of money eventually. But it's just not enough for me to think that Bayern's gonna win this. Not gonna win this. In fact, like not even like. I don't think it's gonna be really close. We could outscore them, brother.
I was gonna say 5-2 to Bayern.
And you know what? You know what the worst part and what makes my heart sink about HEF Pod being in here is because they are absolutely gonna hit me up if Eintracht Frankfurt wins this shit. They're gonna have screenshotted this. In fact, let me change it to a different thing. But I just like the fact that Bayern has only let in 3 goals and scored 22, and that's not even counting the rest of the fucking teams that they beat up on. I just don't see Frankfurt making this competitive, but they are the diva, so you never know. Let's speed round the rest of these. Where is my match day? I'll mute Discord for a day. Definitely. If I hear a Discord pop right when this game is over, I know it's HEF Pod, and I'm not answering. All right, speed round. Leverkusen Union.
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen as well. They're coming back. They're starting to look dangerous now. Who would have guessed? Bremen St. Pauli, the Hamburg derby at home.
Tad interesting game, but I would go lean St. Pauli.
Is there a Discord for the show? Yes, there is. I will send you that after this. I just want to say real quick, y'all were beating me up about Augsburg for those first 2 games. Y'all were on my ass. And now look at where they are. It's their worst start out of all the Augsburg things where they've come close to death. This is their worst start ever. I just want to point that out. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I'm gonna pick Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg, yeah.
Then we have Nightmare Sunday. We have Stuttgart versus Heidenheim. I don't even think I need to say anything for that one.
Yeah, that's Stuttgart easy.
You have a bit what could be a close game, Hamburg versus Mainz. Hamburg is one of the other teams that does not have a win so far.
I think they can get their first win here.
I'm going to say same because Mainz kind of had to play a lot of people this week. And then I just want to, Doug made this video about Gladbach. It kind of sums up their season so far. So I'm going to pick Freiburg to win.
Yeah, Freiburg.
I'm going to be unbiased when I bring this up, okay? Gladbach is the only team in the league without a win. And 4 of those goals were scored in 1 game. So they really have like 2. Let's say 2. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go on to the live. Let's go on to this. Oh, wait. Let's do Frauen Bundesliga, too. Because I don't know if you've seen the Frauen Bundesliga table. This shit, bro, what a start. What is going on right now? How do I get this to show? Wow, that is hard to see. So, Bayern and Wolfsburg, like, right? They're always at the top. But... bro, Eintracht Frankfurt is currently in 8th place. And Bayer Leverkusen, after a slow start, is now in 3rd. Over Hoffenheim, who was playing very well, and now they're fucking...
Is that a draw I see for Bayern Munich?
Against... drum roll. Where the... oh, fixtures. I hope you're still drum rolling. I know it's a lot. That looks crazy, fun. Against Mr. Zeiss.
Yo!
Mr. Zeiss with the draw. Or I guess Mrs. or whatever. Who cares? The Zeiss family got a draw against Bayern. Of all places. I think that's their only point. Also, shout out to the Dortmund women's team. I don't know if anyone watched this game. Considering Dortmund had yet to hit the first league, 2-0, and they were playing their ass off in that second half. So shout out to the Dortmund Frauen team. And yes, that was their only point so far. So, wow, gee whiz. All right, let's stop this nonsense. It's time. B-Fun, put the link back in the chat. We're about to.
It should be pinned. Is it not pinned anymore?
I don't know. I have not checked. I should have.
It's pinned.
Can we move stuff here? Oh, my list. I actually probably should have asked how to do this. Like, if I put this here. We'll figure it out. Julia Gwynn is my future wife. I hate to be the one that tells you this, but the odds of that is extremely low. But I love the hope. What are we doing? So, if you're in the U.S., you've definitely thought about leaving it in the last few months here. What if you wanted to move to Germany? Now, I get people would be like, well, Jake, you are moving from the U.S. Anywhere would suffice, would it not? This is presuming that you just wanted to move there just to move there and enjoy life and have fun and not to flee any insane people. Okay? What are the criteria for this? Have you ever moved somewhere? It's just the vibes, bro. It's how cool it looks. Does it have fun stuff to do? So we might as well put Leverkusen right here already. We're just gonna we're gonna do this by ear, all right? I'm not going into this with, why not fight the Bundesliga locales? We have Dusseldorf, we have Berlin, which is technicality, but Elversberg Fanatic, this is your first show. We never finished this shit, so I had to pare down some stuff. Okay. It's true. All right, Hamburg's first on the voting list, so let's do Hamburg. Dusseldorf is a shithole. Empirically, that is not true. Hamburg. Let's read some fun facts about reasons for living. Hopefully in Germany, not just reasons for living in general. Fraser Hospitality says about Hamburg. Hamburg is one of Germany's most dynamic and attractive cities. Increasingly a popular destination for expats, with a blend of modern amenities, rich maritime history, and vibrant cultural scene. How does the voting page... because we have to open up the voting. So I guess we can open this up right now and then just see what you guys vote for. And you have... we probably should have said... We probably should have gave you guys time. There's 15 seconds, so I'm opening it now. Ready? Set. Open. What do you think? What should we look at with Hamburg? Should we just drop into Hamburg and see what's going on here?
I think so. I think we should also have not started the voting until we did a little bit of looking, but that's okay.
I want people to pre-fire first a little bit and see if.
Okay, that's fair.
You know. All right, I just Fortnite dropped us into a random street in Hamburg. It's a nice little look at it. It is always raining, though, so that is one thing. But I don't really care about that. In fact, I kind of like rain. How about you, B-Fun?
I kind of like the vibe. I am a big city person, so I like the vibe.
It just jumps to the next city. Jesus. Oh. My God. But damn, you guys. Okay, okay. Well, all right. Let's get back. Let's get it back. It's my first show back in a while. Right. Give me some slack. B-Fum seasoned and experienced. He wasn't on the bench ever. Okay, so Hamburg is a place that I have been to. I will say one thing about Hamburg is if you live in like Chicago or another bigger city, but you don't want to be a huge city, Hamburg is fucking perfect. It's like it's almost exactly like Chicago, right? Like it's one of the biggest cities. I don't know. Wait, German city population. I think it's like the second biggest city. Yeah, second biggest city. It does not feel like it. They have like a L, lots of good seafood. Like I'm a little biased, so I'm interested to see what like you would want to look at before you commit here.
I think Hamburg is actually sister cities with Chicago as well.
It is, yeah. Like, let's go to the suburbs, bro. Wow, Hamburg actually got bigger than I thought. I thought the suburbs would look way different. Here we go. I think I went a little too far out. Oh, Altonia. That's perfect. No, it's not. Oh, it kind of. But I mean, all German suburbs kind of look like this, actually. So I don't think. But kind of, it kind of gives like Chicago suburb a little bit, right? A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Hamburg walking tour on Google Maps. Or is that what you're saying that we're doing? It's just okay. It's just very beautiful. I do have to say. What other? I don't know what else. What do you guys want to look at before we commit here? We got 30 minutes, so you guys better be interactive. I'm just too biased to like say anything otherwise.
I don't want to jump the gun and say I feel like it'd be actual paradise for me, but the parallels, like, I am very boots in the ground in Chicago, and the parallels are kind of there.
I love it. North Side Chicago, like MJ's neighborhood. What neighborhood is that again? Like Lake Forest.
I think so.
No, it's Highland Park. We're not gonna dox Michael Jordan. I took myself on a day-long walking tour of Hamburg, and I fucking love it. I want to move it. I've never heard anyone who had been to Hamburg say that they fucking hate it. So I think that is good. And people are particular about German cities. So I'm going to put that up in Hamburg. What did the people say? Can we rerun this? It doesn't look like it. What did the people say about Hamburg? Very cool place. Who put nice? Anyway, let's go to Dusseldorf. You guys have already kind of fucked up Dusseldorf. There's one thing I want to point out about Dusseldorf. Richest places in Germany. List of cities by GDP. I was not expecting it to be down there. Okay, never mind.
I mean,
wait, no, per worker. No, wait, still no. What the hell?
What's it per capita?
Still no. Okay, that's surprising because if you go to Dusseldorf, they act like they're rich as shit. There's like one particular street in Dusseldorf where there's like a Louis Vuitton. There's like a whole ass. Let me see if I can find this place. It might be like right here. I guess we can't see because they fucking blanked out all the restaurants in typical German fashion. It's not a shithole. Even I can say it is not a shithole because this is just me giving fucking German tour advice, I guess. It has the highest Japanese population, I think either outside of Japan or just in Germany. And the Japanese food there is fucking fire. That by
okay.
itself.
Immediately I'm there. That's putting me at least at nice. At the very least.
I had eaten some bad shrooms beforehand. All right, brother. Then we can't. It's not a reliable narrator. So like a German rodeo drive, basically, except rainy. What are some other fun things about Dusseldorf? What does the AI say about Dusseldorf? Why do so many Japanese and without people live? Why some of the things people fucking search up is insane. What is Dusseldorf best known? There we go. featuring luxury shopping on Königsallee and high-end showroom, and also its vibrant nightlife in the Altstadt, dubbed the longest bar in the world. The city blends modern architecture, especially in the Miedenhofen district with the Frank Gehry buildings. Also, Kraftwerk is from there. Die Toten Hosen are from Dusseldorf as well, yeah. So, I wouldn't put Dusseldorf in shithole category. In fact, let's kind of walk around a little bit here in a not Altstadt place. There we go. See, as you can see, probably not because that was in the way. A lot of the German suburbs kind of look the same. This is not the suburbs, but I think this is actually near the Japanese town I was just talking about. Another fun fact about Dusseldorf, actually, is they got rid of their highway for their lakefront. Lakefront project. I hope this shows what I want it to show. Here we go. So they had kind of like a Lakeshore Drive thing, right? And they got rid of that shit and they turned it into a walking path, which is amazingly beautiful. It's like right on the Rhine. It's very, very cool. So all of this to say, for me, I want to put Dusseldorf in very cool place. And I know if I were biased, I would be killed for putting it that high. But I think it's a cool ass place.
It looks cool. I can get behind that.
Plus, if you're living there, right, they have a very big airport. So if you don't know the importance of an airport being near you, it's very nice. Let's finish the votes on this now that I've kind of swinged the vote. All right, what's next? Mainz. Leipzig should go into a rather be brother. What trip in Germany did you have? Like, you have the opposite opinions of almost everything that I have. All right, I'm gonna actually shut up because I have not been to Mainz, so I don't really know a whole lot about it. Typical German downtown. One of the things I wanted to do with this, it kind of show you what German cities look like, and unfortunately, they do kind of all look the same, almost. I think by the river, probably no, not at all. What the fuck? Where are we right now? Let's put in Mainz.
What goes on in Mainz?
What is Mainz known for? Mainz is known for the birthplace of the Johannes Gutenberg and the invention of the Okay, that doesn't really say a lot. Oh, here we go. The city is also a major media hub and capital of German wine culture, and a significant. Okay, so not a whole lot about living there, which is a little concerning. 5 amazing reasons to love Mainz. It has an enthralling history. It's a book lover's dream. It's the wine capital of Germany.
I'm there.
The city knows how to party. It's the perfect base to explore Riverlands. So not a whole lot about living there. What happened in Mainz, Germany? Oh, it was destroyed in World War II, like every other place in Germany.
Sure.
Living in Mainz. Let's look at Reddit. Wow. For entertainment, I found that Mainz is quite nice but not too big. For every type of sport, there is a club, but some are quite small. The local hockey team, for example, have only one field. I'm imagining that's field hockey. Mainz does play in the biggest league in Germany. We know that. That being said, a lot of the entertainment can also be found in surrounding cities. So that already...
That's not a good look.
That is not a good look at all. Um, they keep talking about the sports. They've got German baseball. Let me tell you, being to a German baseball game, that is not a reason to go move there. The cinnamon seed is sad. Oh boy. All right. No, this is Dusseldorf. Let's go back to Mainz. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's a city. Mainz sounds depressing. I don't know about depressing, but like, I think in comparison to the other cities that we have looked at, I'm not gonna say what we'll do the vote first. What do you think's gonna come out on top here?
Meh, probably.
It's not Ohio. Wow, that is a real meh and bland. Ouchie, owie. Yeah, it's looking like meh. B1, what are you thinking?
I would agree with the meh. I need to be entertained, and if I have to go to other cities for entertainment,
Yeah, if someone's like, "Oh, what is there to do in Chicago?" and I say go to Milwaukee,
yeah.
that's not a good advice. Um, so oh, Slovenista with I think the haymaker, so we can move on here. Mine sounds like a Midwest city where people go to Walmart for fun. So, if you are actually from Mainz, please know that we're ignorant Americans, and maybe Mainz is very fun. Now we go to what's going to be the biggest culture shock for a lot of people. We're going to go to Dortmund. Now, Dortmund is a city I am very familiar with. I think when people think of Dortmund and their team, they're like, oh, well, the city has to be fun too. I'm here to tell you that it's really not. Let's see. Living in Dortmund. Is Dortmund a nice place? Born and lived in Dortmund for almost 30 years before I moved to Essen. I have to say the city has more not so beautiful than beautiful parts, but of all the people I know who moved to Dortmund from other places, they started to feel at home at Dortmund very fast. Oh, we have what I liked about Dortmund. Football's already at the top, so we're not doing so hot there. Nice walkable downtown. Lots of nice parks.
Good public transport is a good note to have.
That is good. Oh, here we go. What's living in Dortmund like? Dortmund is more or less an amalgamation of small towns and villages close to each other. All of them have a different vibe. If you you know that feeling just before you vomit when you can feel it coming up, but you still kind of hope to keep it down, but ultimately you fail? That's what living in Dortmund is like.
Spotted the Schalke fan as the reply is funny.
And what did they say? What did they say to that? Nah, Gelsenkirchen is the feeling you've... The rural area is not exactly people's favorite. Let's go. Let's see this walkable downtown. Let me see if I can do it. Right there. I'm here to tell you that this looks. If we went to Duisburg, it would look exactly like this. So, like this will like even down to the like Midtown Carnival. It really is just Duisburg, but has a better soccer team. Let's go to the suburb. I'm not gonna dox my family, but I think they're more over here. No. Where are they? I think over here. Hello? Yes, here we go. See what I mean by everything looking the same?
Yeah.
In like Germany in general. I can say with confidence that Germans are the nicest people I've ever met. We'll see. The Nordstadt is not really dangerous. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. People think Dortmund is super dangerous, which we're from Chicago, so obviously we can't.
Yeah, we
Apart from that, Dortmund Dorsfeld is also not unsafe or anything. There's a small community of neo-Nazis around there, but as long as you don't bother them, they're not gonna bother you either. Okay. Anyway, let's see what you guys all have to say. Is there anything else we should look at? Pretty much the Dortmund, like, what's it called? What's the thing called? TripAdvisor. This is not exactly the Signal Iduna Park is the first. German football museum is the second, and then literally
a park
is the third. So I know where I'm gonna put it, but let's see where you guys put it. Everything looks the same in Germany, Berlin. Am I a joke to you? We'll get to Berlin. Don't you fucking worry. We'll get to Berlin. I think even Berlin is next, according to this. I think we're only going to get 5 voters on this. So it's between meh and bland. Beeflam, how do you figure?
Unbiased, I would go meh.
Yeah, I don't. When we hit a real bland German city, you will know bland. I can't say it's bland. I think it's meh. I don't think it's bland. But I think Dortmund looks like the Gary, Indiana of Germany.
That's insane.
That is insane. I'm not gonna diss Gary. I know some fine people. That sounds so. Never mind. All right, let's go to Berlin. Something that I can tell you about Berlin. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything. I want people to come to their own conclusion on Berlin. First of all, Berlin is fucking huge. Like if you go here, you're still. Maybe that was a bad example. If you go like here, you're still in Berlin. You know what I mean? It's like one of the widest German cities. Like it's absolutely massive, which is more LA than New York because LA obviously stretches for forever. Let's see what moving to. We're gonna get a lot here, man. We're gonna get.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be.
We're gonna get a lot here. Let's do spend life traveling. What do you like living about? I love how it's the most eclectic city, dare I say it, in all of Europe. I agree with that. I have yet to visit Berlin is one of those cities that there really is not like an equivalent. Expansive food options, that is true. Extremely racially and religiously diverse, that is very true. What do you dislike? How long it takes? I kind of spoiled it already, huh? It's 9 times the city of Paris.
Sheesh!
Like, getting from one end of Berlin to the other can take your whole day. It's insane. I hate that shit. How to find apartments in Berlin, you don't. That is also true, which has to kind of knock its movability. Finding it, despite it being enormous, it is famously extremely hard to get apartments there. In fact, maybe we'll run into that. I've been in Berlin for... Despite all the issues, what do they mean by that? Maybe Reddit's not the best, because sometimes when they say something, it's like... Alright. Berlin is absolutely the place for young people, especially if you're into techno, arts, or startups. Is more expensive than Copenhagen? Certainly not, but it's definitely not cheap, and it's very hard to find an affordable room. Don't even think about your own apartment in the beginning. The average salary in Germany is $42K a year. That's nuts. I would say anything below $36K is not enough for you to live an enjoyable life. Legal minimum. Okay. Why in the world would you leave Denmark and move to... That sounds racially charged. Um, this person is moving to Berlin 2 or 3 months in advance, and the number one thing that says is start looking for an apartment right now. In Chicago, you could start looking for an apartment like maybe 2 weeks before you get there. 2 to 3 months is not enough to move to Berlin. You should have started looking for an apartment a year ago. So, what? Oh, let's see this. Can't decide from moving from another favorite, Berlin to Hamburg to Berlin. There's less going on than in Berlin, obviously, but Hamburg is not a roar smart town. I mean, the vibrant like Berlin, rental, but okay. It's all weather. All right, just to speed this up, I will say that Berlin is just like any other big city in that it's what you make of it. But the apartment thing is very rough.
Yeah.
Why does Berlin, the largest city, not simply eat the smaller German cities? I think they kind of did that, except for Potsdam. Where's Potsdam? See, that's how big Berlin is. If you're here, you're still in Berlin. This is still technically Berlin. That is nuts. All right, let's open this photo. We didn't really drop into Berlin, did we?
We did not.
This was a very hard thing to do. This was maybe not my most thought out idea. Next week is going to be next week we're doing Tinder profiles. We'll have to explain that before the show ends. What do you guys say for Berlin? I would agree with that. I don't think it's paradise. I do think it's very cool though. Like I don't love Berlin, but I would definitely go back.
I at least going to live there. I feel like I would want a place that's easier to move around and easier to find housing in.
Yeah. Next up is Bremen. I'd move there if I could. I don't know if I'd move. I feel like Berlin for me is it's like New York City. I love visiting New York City. Never in 10 million years would I live there. What is Bremen, Germany known for? Bremen is brimming with art and culture. Say that 3 times fast. In Bremen, let's do This is Bremen. What the hell? A bull on a dog on I think a cat. A bull on a dog on a cat on a chicken. In Bremen, you can see works by great masters, past and present. Why not take a stroll along Bremen's Cultural Mile and pay a visit to the internationally renowned Kunsthalle Art Gallery, the Sculpture Museum on the Design Center, the theater, which presents a packed program of entertainment, is just around the corner. I should zoom in a little more so you can see it. Bremen moving there. Damn, even the Bremen tourists. This is the first thing that we've done where the city has a like, moving to Bremen.
Come here, please.
Are you new to Bremen? Find out which neighborhood is best for you, whether a quiet countryside setting on the outskirts or a neighborhood with nightlife. How do I do this? Is this like a test? Okay. The middle. Mitte is like middle. Plenty of attractions and cultural activities make Bremen's... Oh, it literally says that. The heart of the city and more than just a geographical center. Around 17,000 residents. That's so small. The city center may not be the most populated... Oh, it's literally answering everything I'm saying.
Yeah.
but is a daily destination for most citizens, whether for work, shopping, or stepping out. There's always something going on. All right, well, let's do a random neighborhood. Groppingen. Of the 3 neighborhoods in the west of Bremen, Groppingen is the biggest and most populated. In the 1960s, numerous migrant workers, especially from Turkey, found work in the factories in the industrial harbor of Groppingen. As a result, even today, the neighborhood had many residents with a migration background. Until the 1900s, Groppingen was a typical working-class neighborhood with the Grosswirt AG Weisse as its largest employer. The closing of the shipyard saw a decline in housing prices. Cultural diversity and relatively young population is a characteristic of the neighborhood today. I wonder how someone else would describe this neighborhood other than literally the city. In fact, let's roll the races.
Take a look.
Let's roll the races. Yeah, here we go. You can't rely on Reddit for anything, man. Jesus Christ. Let's go to Groppingen. Damn, that shipyard must have really fucked over everybody. I mean, like... Oh, sorry. Why does it keep doing that? It doesn't look that bad, right?
It looks pretty chill.
Yeah. Ooh, I really like this house.
Hey, it's pretty slick.
Oh shit, it's almost time then. Alright, let's get this. You see what we're talking about? Elversberg Fanatic, we're trying to tell you. We don't ever finish shit on this show. But we do have a drop that we will be dropping after the show. We have a teaser trailer. It's October. It's spooky season. We got to do something with mascots. And we got something ready.
We do.
We think you're going to like it.
Oh, wait, I didn't vote. Hold on.
Were you voting that whole time?
Yeah.
I get froze. Maybe I'm being a doomer because of being unemployed for so long, but if any of these cities offered me a halfway decent... I mean, we did say at the beginning, the idea is that you're not running from the most insane... Oh, I'm so glad we ended the show when we did. Unbiased. We did say that it's assuming you're not running from the most insane people to grace the Earth planet. But all right. The announcement we will leave for after the show. You're gonna have to follow us on Instagram or Blue Sky. Next show, we do have to show this though. Where did it go? Okay, let me open this. That's not where I wanted that to go, but I guess you did see it.